Walk into almost any dealership and ask for something easy to handle, comfortable, and forgiving, and watch what happens. 9 times out of 10, you'll get steered toward whatever's sitting closest to the door, usually something bigger, louder, and more expensive than what you actually asked for. That's not an accident. That's a sales floor doing exactly what it's built to do. Bigger bikes carry bigger price tags and bigger commissions. Comfortable, low-key, easy to live with motorcycles just don't move the needle the same way on a showroom floor, so they quietly get skipped over in the pitch, even when they're a far better fit for the rider standing right there. So here are 7 motorcycles that rarely get mentioned on the sales floor, but consistently show up as favorites once riders actually own one. 2 are lightweight cruisers built around comfort first. 2 are simple, forgiving dual sports that never punish a rider for a bad moment. And number 1 is the bike that quietly does everything right without ever needing to be the loudest thing in the room. Let's get into it. Number 7, Honda Rebel 500. Starting at number 7, the Honda Rebel 500 is the bike for the rider who wants real performance without a seat height or weight that fights back at every stop sign. Under the tank sits a 471 cubic centimeters parallel twin, producing smooth, predictable power that never feels like it's testing you, paired with a seat height low enough that flat footing at a light is never a concern. That low center of gravity is exactly why so many returning riders feel instantly at ease on it. Where it earns its spot is how little drama it asks for. Light clutch pull, forgiving throttle response, and a manageable curb weight mean parking lot maneuvers and slow-speed U-turns stay stress-free instead of becoming a wrestling match. If confidence at low speed matters more to you than bragging rights at a stoplight, this is the bike dealers rarely lead with, and probably should. Number 6, Royal Enfield Meteor 350. At number 6, the Royal Enfield Meteor 350 earns its spot by proving that a cruiser doesn't need big displacement to feel genuinely satisfying to ride. This is for the rider who wants classic cruiser character without the intimidating weight and reach of a full-size machine. A 349 cubic centimeters single delivers relaxed, unhurried power that suits leisurely rides rather than aggressive commutes. And that gentler pace is exactly what makes it so approachable. The ergonomics are where it separates itself from bikes twice its size. A low, wide seat, a relaxed reach to the bars, and a tripper navigation pod built right into the dash keep the whole experience simple and stress-free. It's proof that a motorcycle can be genuinely charming without ever needing to be intimidating. Number 5 is the Suzuki SV650, Suzuki's answer for the rider who wants real, usable performance in a package that never feels like it's fighting them. This bike sits in its own lane. It carries a light, manageable curb weight and a naked, upright riding position, while its 645 cubic centimeters V-twin delivers smooth, linear power that builds confidence rather than demanding it. For riders who want a bike that can still be genuinely fun on a back road, but never punishes a moment of hesitation, the SV650 closes that gap. It handles low-speed maneuvers with ease, but it never stops feeling like a real motorcycle the moment the road opens up. If you want performance without the intimidation factor, keep this one on your shortlist. Number 4, Yamaha V Star 250. At number 4, the Yamaha V Star 250 is for the rider who wants the lowest possible barrier to entry without giving up genuine cruiser styling. Power comes from a 249 cubic centimeters V-twin, tuned for gentle, predictable acceleration rather than outright speed, keeping the whole experience calm and unintimidating from the first ride. That gentle delivery is exactly why so many riding schools and returning riders lean on this bike specifically. The details are where this bike shows its intent. An ultra-low seat height, a lightweight frame, and easy-reach controls round out a package built for riders who want confidence back before anything else. It's not trying to impress anyone in the parking lot, and that restraint is precisely the point. This is a bike that assumes comfort and confidence should come before anything flashy. We're just getting started, because the final 3 are where simplicity and long-term comfort really come together. Now we move into the bikes riders quietly swear by. At number 3 is the Suzuki DR650, And it earns this spot by staying loyal to a formula that's barely changed in decades because it never needed to. Power comes from a 644 cubic centimeters air-cooled single, producing straightforward, predictable torque that suits how relaxed riders actually use a throttle, rolling on smoothly rather than chasing revs. Its simple carbureted setup means fewer electronics to fuss over and fewer things that can quietly go wrong years down the line. The real appeal is how little this bike demands. A comfortable, upright seating position, a forgiving chassis, and a reputation for running reliably well past six-figure mileage make it a bike riders tend to keep, not trade in. It doesn't chase the latest trend. It just keeps proving the old formula never needed replacing. Number 2. Kawasaki KLR650. Number 2 is the Kawasaki KLR650, and it earns this spot because it challenges the idea that a comfortable, capable motorcycle has to be complicated. At the heart of the bike is a torque-focused 652 cubic centimeter single, tuned for relaxed, forgiving power delivery rather than a peaky top end, so it feels just as manageable on a gravel back road as it does on a slow, technical parking lot. That forgiving nature is exactly why it keeps earning loyalty from riders who value predictability over excitement. A tall windscreen, a comfortable upright seating position, and genuinely useful wind protection give it real long-distance manners, while a simple, well-proven engine keeps maintenance refreshingly straightforward. The riding experience is what sets it apart from bikes chasing a flashier spec sheet. It carries you comfortably wherever you're headed, and it never once asks you to think twice about whether it'll get you there. Number 1. Suzuki V-Strom 650. And now number 1. The motorcycle that makes the strongest case for why the best senior-friendly bike is rarely the one getting pushed hardest on the sales floor. Number 1 is the Suzuki V-Strom 650. And before anyone assumes this is just another budget adventure bike, hear this out. The V-Strom isn't number 1 because it's the flashiest option on the lot. It's number 1 because it quietly gets every single fundamental right, without asking the rider to compromise on any of them. At its core, it's a 645 cubic centimeters V-twin, tuned for smooth, forgiving power delivery that never feels abrupt or intimidating, even at low speeds. A comfortable, upright riding position, a manageable seat height, and a chassis that stays composed whether you're navigating a parking lot or an open highway mean confidence never has to be earned the hard way. This matters for exactly the moments riders care about most. A slow, technical U-turn that used to cause hesitation. A long highway stretch that stays comfortable well past the first hour. A bike that never once makes the rider feel like they're being tested. The V-Strom 650 slots in specifically to answer those moments with genuine ease, without asking riders to give up real capability to get there. Simple, proven mechanicals, and a reputation for going the distance without drama round out a package where nothing feels overbuilt or overcomplicated. This is the bike for the rider who refuses to accept that comfort and capability were ever supposed to be a trade-off. It simply proves the two were never opposites to begin with. The best motorcycle for you is never going to be the one getting the biggest push on the sales floor. It's the one that gets you back in the saddle smiling, without a single moment of second-guessing yourself. Which one would you actually take home? The low-key confidence of the Honda Rebel 500, the old-school simplicity of the Suzuki DR650, or the all-around ease of the V-Strom 650? Let me know in the comments. And if you're heading to a dealership soon, watch the next video on the 7 questions to ask before a salesperson steers you toward the wrong bike. Ride safe.